Disclaimer: I liked VGHS, or at the very least, I enjoyed parts of it. What I talk about in this video won't change that, so hold off on your knee-jerk reactions. Also, I will primarily be talking about episode 1 of season 1. The problem I bring up may be rectified in the later seasons, but that won't be relevant to my points. So if you're like me and haven't seen this episode in 5 years, I'll give you a quick recap. A no-name nerd was accepted into high school for video games after killing a gaming celebrity live on national television. That's basically it. After rediscovering this episode while procrastinating, I was finally able to pinpoint what I hated about the first episode the most. What I hated the most about VGHS is that nothing the law does in the first episode looks impressive. Let me show you what I mean.
Show me your strength.
So the first thing he does in game is shoot a guy through the head, which honestly isn't too bad. Then he talks about
so much power every time.
whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Then when everyone sees him, he decides to strike a pose out in the open in clear view of everyone else. But instead of shooting the shit out of him, everyone freaks out and runs away. What?
What?
You know what most people do when they find a pro in their game? They gank the shit out of him. Why? So they can get their name on the next highlight reel and post it on YouTube. When else are you going to get that chance? But hey, this guy ain't faker. Maybe this guy's so good that he makes everyone shit their pants instead. Okay, I gotcha. Well then, let's see how good he is. He's out in the open, prancing about, shooting some idiots who are running past him. I said past him, not towards him, because this girl's not even facing the right direction, and this guy almost walks past him before getting shot. Then he parries an attack from a guy trying to punch him. With his bare hands. This is a first-person shooter. At least charged with a knife or something. And as if he did anything amazing, this lady over here is getting turned on by watching him play. Her panties are so... Then he kills like 2 more randos on a roof, puts a bomb on Ryder's head, and gets himself killed. End of game. As you can see, the law doesn't look good at all, or even remotely threatening as an antagonist. And this is really fucking important. Why? Because the entire premise of the show depends on this. The only reason Brian got accepted to VGHS is because he killed the law live on camera. And the reason why killing the law is such a big deal is because he's supposed to be this godlike figure in this game. Even more than people like Faker is at League. When Faker got killed by a gold-foil brand, it got turned into a meme and made it onto the front page of Reddit. When Brian killed the law, he got a scholarship for a fucking school. But if the law plays like this, and does shit like this, it doesn't look like he's really good at this game. It just makes everyone else look like trash at this game. And some of them are. This guy fails to kill Brian while he's out in the open shooting the ground in circles. These randos are just out in the open ready to be gunned down. These randos can't even hit Brian when he's running right towards them out in the open. But you might say, they're not important characters, of course they aim like stormtroopers.
Nobody pays attention to background characters. Stop nitpicking.
Of course Annihilist is bad. He was one of the lowest ranked players in the school.
Yeah, he was. In a school which teaches how to play video games.
VGHS is the most intense pro gaming academy in the country!
Hello?
What did you do?
If the antagonist doesn't look threatening, it doesn't make me want to watch the protagonist eventually defeat the antagonist. It just makes me wonder why anyone else couldn't have killed him before. It doesn't make me excited about watching Brian grow to eventually beat the law, it just makes me think that even I can beat the law. And I don't even play first-person shooters. I know the law fights Brian again in episode 5 and utterly destroys him. But all he does is ambush Brian a couple of times and dodge a rocket from behind. And while the latter can be seen as an impressive feat, to me it just looks like he's hacking. Or you know, Brian could have just shot the ground. But fuck common sense, am I right?